This is the story of how I failed. 2 years ago,
I was a fresh grad. I didn't know what I wanted to be. I just knew that I didn't want a soul-sucking job. With no network, no connections, I came here alone from Hong Kong for my master's degree. Oh, New York, concrete jungle where dreams are made of. I poured my heart and soul into creating.
my short film even got showcased in the cinema, which was the ultimate dream. I moved from New York to LA, and after hard work, I became a celebrity photographer and videographer. I was so excited for my future and the work I could create with fellow creators.
But then, COVID hit.
Imported coronavirus cases involving travelers.
Dr. Anthony Fauci.
I lost all of my jobs. I was on Medicaid. I had no savings. I was depressed, and I realized how unsustainable my previous career was. Being a freelancer meant that I had no company-backed health insurance. 1 month I could be making a lot. 1 month I could be making nothing. Sometimes people who hired me refused to pay me. I was sabotaging my relationships with other people because I was so unhappy. It really isn't as glamorous as it looks. And I wish more people talked about this. I know I was considered lucky during these times. I still had a roof over my head and my health was fine. But I just couldn't help being depressed. And I even lost friends. I was tired of being my own lawyer, accountant, social media manager, video editor, photographer, designer, marketer. Often, I spent most of my income on buying the latest tech, filming equipment, and props. It was really hard to save money when you have to also invest in your own business. I felt incredibly stuck as I got rejected from everything. Every job, entry level. Every day, I wish I never chased my dreams. I wish I studied a relevant major in college. I wish I got a 6-figure job right out of college. Every day, I wish I wasn't late to beginning my career. As time went on, I knew that I needed to change and adapt. Slowly, I found out about the great perks and pay working in tech. And then I decided to pivot. I was starting all over, again. I started applying again. And this time, I got 2 job offers in a week. Within a few months, my dream of a 6-figure salary became true. It's okay if no one knows my college. I'm sure they'll appreciate my skills. But I never even had the chance to apply to the Ivy League. Just because I'm not from Stanford doesn't mean I'm not capable. I'm literally starting all over again. These people have houses, stocks. I have nothing. It's okay if no one knows my college. I never even had the chance to apply to the Ivy League. After a while, I started meeting people more successful than me. And turns out, they have their own issues too. We all have our own issues. That was when I started to appreciate my journey. I got to travel the world and live in different places. I got to be a part of culture. I got to meet people who inspired me. Now I get to tell stories to other people. This isn't a story about how I made $1 million. Well, I mean, hopefully one day. But it's a story of learning, growing, and facing reality. Through this process, I learned to take a step back and figure out my individuality and my own self-worth beyond social media. Maybe you think I gave up my dream too soon. But to that I say, hey, AI can now make images way better than I can. My job could have disappeared in 10 years. And did you know that robots now take photos and videos? So yeah. This isn't even how this video was supposed to go, by the way. I initially wanted to talk about my journey of becoming a designer and how I did it, but now it became a journey of me figuring out my quarter-life crisis. I finally understood why my business wasn't working. I learned about product development, marketing, the lean startup model. I realized I made the biggest business mistake of all time. Investing before realizing if there was a product market fit. And most of all, I had really bad timing. I also realized that working in a team made me happy, more than the days when I was grinding alone at night, editing on Photoshop. I learned that useful is more important than beautiful. Most importantly, I realized that my dream changed.
A year later, I decided to leave the first startup and join a bigger startup. I also started working on NFT and Web3 projects. One of the projects is called NFTitties. Don't laugh. It actually has really great meaning behind it. 30% goes to breast cancer awareness, and I'm working with an insanely talented gallery director of Superblue. I am so incredibly grateful for everyone who gave me a chance. I would not be where I am without any of these opportunities. I made a lot of mistakes, but I also learned a lot of lessons. And I learned that it's okay to fail and get back up again. As I enter my quarter life, I'm excited for what's to come.